Welcome back to more Alien Crossfire with me, Daniel, from Dan Has Fun. Last episode, we created a land bridge. We really only wanted it one tile wide. We made it two by accident. But now we have pretty much exclusive land access to everything on our colony, colonial expansion, apart from this area. Yeah, the area with the ruins is still separate. It may well stay that way. This is a lot of bridge to carry, and I'm not sure if I want to be that inconvenienced. So last episode we did do some terraforming. This episode we're going to try and get some colonies in this segment of land that really everybody's mostly ignored. These solar panels were there because of a colony, like a pod event. So we're going to see what we can do. The university just pronounced vendetta against the Hive, so it was nice knowing the Hive, but it won't last for much longer.
Production complete.
That might change our game plan slightly, I think, really. So
the popular stereotype of the researcher is that of a skeptic and a pessimist. Nothing could be further from the truth. Scientists must be optimists at heart, in order to block out the incessant chorus of those who say it cannot be done. Academician Prokhor Zakharov, University Commencement.
So we do have a skunk works.
Production complete.
What we may have to do is send troops over to take some of the Hive's land while we have the chance. Wasn't really the game plan, but I guess we may well have to do that. Hammer and Tongs, you need a recon. Recreation commons. I guess we'll glue those two words together. We don't want to build any of this yet. We want to use our city with the skunk works to do so. So for now, we're going to build just some kind of rubbishy units. Just impact speeders, because they're quick to build.
Production complete.
We can get them overseas pretty quickly.
Drone riots.
We talked about this last time, how, we're having issues with drones, but the game will sort it out. As you can see, it's got this next turn, it won't have that problem.
Production complete.
Biology lab in Guildhouse is completed. You're going to get a command center, and then you are also going to start getting some impact speeders out and about.
Production complete.
We have -2 support, so we are going to cost ourselves quite a few minerals to do this, but it's still worth doing.
Production complete.
Aqua farm, perfect. Get a network node, because you need that to deal with these very irritating drones.
Production complete.
And you already have one, so you're going to go Rec Commons. And then I guess Biolab, then Energy, and then you're probably going to need a Hab Complex by then, so we might as well get that ordered.
Production
in the queue
complete.
as well.
Production complete.
Yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying the series. It's been surprisingly peaceful compared to what it normally is. This is not probably the truest reflection of what this game is usually like. We'll get a colony pod out of here to get reasonably good food. We should now do a road from here to like there or something. Get the road into motion.
Terraform complete.
We're clearing a lot of fungus. That's really the main thing we're doing right now, is just clearing lots and lots of fungus, because it doesn't do anything for us. We do now at least have a forest in the area with all the boreholes, so at least that's something. Probably not going to help a ton, but we can at least pretend it is. Might even want to put a sensor there at some point, but not right now. That's not our priority. More fungus removal. We want to have our 2 upgraded infantry sit in place. What we also want to do is we want to take our disciplined destroyer transport that still has a colony pod on it, doesn't it? Yeah, that is where get the guy and settled. And I'm wondering if it's worth coming up here and settling. Maybe we'll just drop it off, have a city in the middle here, and then we'll just go back to what the game plan is going to be with the Hive. 3, 4... 1, 2, 3... Wonder how many people have been like, hey, you had a colony pod in there still, and I'd completely forgotten. You would be correct with that assumption. Get a forest down. What's going on inside UN headquarters? Not a lot. He still only has very basic troops. So we're going to move this back. Move it to Coral warehouse for me, please. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Wrong button, but it's fine. Because we're going to cycle straight back around to it. There we go. Move unit to here, that's the one we want. And this one can just wander around the side, because we want to see what the hive really has over
Turn
here.
complete.
Is that empty? Yeah, it is. It just dropped them
Turn
off that
complete.
velvet grass point. Where did those mine worms drop off? We saw them. I'm sure we did. Oh, more fungus near capital.
Production complete.
Makes sense. Biology lab has been put down at common ground. You have a lot of forest, so you're definitely a tree farm.
Resource shortfall.
I know.
Production complete. Production complete.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, that will balance itself out. That's fine. So yeah, we're going to see this. Because we're using the governor, you're going to see drone rights occasionally, and they'll balance out a turn later. If we microed it, we could prevent that from happening, but you also don't want this series to be 300 episodes long, so that's the compromise we're making here. This one with the extra movement, you want to automatic fungus removal. You want to forest. You want to drop this colonist off. So where do we want this to go exactly? Because these are two pretty good tiles. So maybe here. Do that. And then this stat, this transport needs to come back to somewhere kind of in the middle of our population. Let's go next to Hammer and Tongs.
Terraform complete.
This colony pod needs an escort, so we're going to go with you. This one can stay in place. We're clearing fungus. Clearing fungus some more. How did you end up here? Why are you here? What is going on? Does that city have anything in it?
Turn
Yes, it
complete.
does. Okay. At least there's something in it. It won't just get walked into. And I can see he's got a colony pod on the run. Oh, he didn't attack that mine worm. I accidentally hit the next turn. And we lost more.
Production complete.
More things.
The Morgans fear what may not be purchased, for a trader cannot comprehend a thing that is priceless. Sister Miriam Godwinson, The Collected Sermon.
I think Planet's trying to tell me something because it's giving me the tech for hybrid forests. So planetary economics is a really important tech. Hybrid forest, really expensive in both cost and maintenance, but it gives you more nutrients and energy out of forest squares. You get more economy, which is helpful because it balances out that expensive, massive cost. And it works with the tree farm to eliminate ecological damage. This is very important. We will definitely need that in a lot of our bigger cities. Subsea trunk line is every mining platform gives you an extra mineral. That's only in the ocean. Really expensive, so it tends to be the last one you do. The aesthetic values, or virtues, I guess I can read. I don't think this is a massively important secret project, but it is helpful to have +1, please. It's not unbelievable, but it's not bad, so we'll probably try and build it. We get more commerce. We get to go for economic victory. Now, most Civ games don't have economic victory, and it's kind of cool, but we're playing with random events on. So realistically, nobody's going to win the game economically, because if you end up with enough money, the game will say no and ruin everything. That being said, at least it's a cool concept. You've got to have enough money to be able to buy every other city on the map.
Production complete. Production complete.
For context, I can never remember which menu it's in. I think it's HQ. Yeah. So if we try to corner global energy
Insufficient
market,
energy.
we need 15,249 energy credits. We have like the 600. That's not happening.
Terraform complete.
You want to control Shift A. Clear fungus. You should build a road. Clear fungus. You're going to stay in place for scouting purposes. You want to settle right there. Future's fulcrum has enough food to not lose its population away, but we do have the drone. So we want to do, after our garrison, tanks, crash, defense, network node. And we're going to want to start building a forest in this tile, please. Keep moving forwards. You definitely need a forest. You definitely need a forest. The hive's in a terrible place. Some mine worms over here too. And a university city. Interesting, they didn't go for the geothermal shallows for some reason. I don't really know why they wouldn't go for that, but whatever. You do you. If you don't want nice things, you don't take them. These mine worms didn't move, so it's not close enough to trigger against anything, maybe? Okay, 21 to 8, we should be good. Right? Only just.
Turn complete.
Crikey. Well, at least we took it out. So, what we need to do here, and I don't know if there's an easy way to do this in this UI, but if I go into HQ, and then go to Military Command Nexus, I want every unit. We have 2 impact batteries. Is there a way of activating all of them? See if that... I don't think that does anything. I want to activate them all, and I don't think we can. I'm probably going to have to look for them. Although I think you can set like a rally point if memory serves. But I don't remember how. I'm the first to admit. Okay, thank goodness we're getting a tree farm next turn, because we have a lot of anger here. I'm pretty sure you could, but what we're going to do very quickly is we're going to cycle through, and we're going to try and find all of the cities that have, if any, some rovers in them. And we're going to start moving them towards Hammer and Tongs. Oh, it did activate. Cool, that does work. I didn't know if it would. Awesome. Move unit to here. Because I think we're reasonably safe from Miriam right this second right now. And we're still going to leave a few units in here as a precaution. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and send some troops over and see if we can get some cities out of the hive. Now, we do have to be careful. If you take out a city with 1 population, you'll just kill the city. That's not really our game plan. So we'll see if we can pick some up. It's not a huge priority for us, but we'll just kind of head in that direction. More kelp, more forest. 20 years of more native life. That's not what we want to see right now while we're trying to colonize. Somebody's spy just got blown up, and a former. Yeah, the hive's in a terrible position. At least we get to see it happen. The hive gets walls for free, so at least they're defending.
In the Great Commons at Gaia's Landing, we have a tall and particularly beautiful stand of white pine, planted at the time of the first colonies. It represents our promise to the people and to planet itself, never to repeat the tragedy of Earth. Lady Deirdre Sky, Planet Dreams.
It's kind of what we're doing, though, isn't it? So we built a tree farm in the capital. We still have a load of eco damage, so maybe we'll go for the hybrid forest instead of the fusion lab right now to try and get that down. Every little
Production
helps.
complete. Production complete.
Network node is built. We need to build the ascetic virtues somewhere, I guess. We should probably get... I know it'll cost us minerals, but we should probably get a second sea former out here. And then after that, maybe we'll do the standard nutrients, energy, minerals.
Production complete.
Okay, so we're still clearing out lots and lots of fungus in that area. Now we have our transport in position. More fungus removal required. Where do we want to put this colony, by the way? Because this is kind of in the middle of nowhere. But there's so much fungus next to Marine Biology Lab. Maybe put the colony, like, there or there. Probably here. Clear fungus, clear fungus. You go sit with them. You need to go heal up. And I now can't get through, so I guess I'm just sitting in place.
Turn complete.
Yeah, she's so distracted attacking the hive that I'm pretty safe. I'm also curious if there's legitimately no units in Relativity School. That is correct. That's really dumb. What are they doing? I don't think there'll be any consequences for them, but that's still obviously a very poor decision.
Production complete. Production complete.
You need erect commons. You don't really rely on forest, so I'm not going to worry about tree farms right now. You might be a pretty good skunkwork location, and as a result, we will then do... That Chaos Rover is the most efficient rover cost? Okay, sure. I guess it gets 3 armor. Okay.
Production complete. Drone riots.
Yep, they sure were. They'll be fine again now. They have 2 people as doctors. But we definitely want to do this and then that. Because this city's growing, well, it was growing very, very quickly. It's not now, because it has people that have to be specialists, but we do want it to grow higher than this. So we'll get a hab complex ready for it. Sit in place. I know the monolith is silent, you're just there to protect. Don't worry. Got a forest in place. And we're really plowing through the fungus pretty efficiently. I'm going to go back to our capital, because I just noticed our sensor's sitting on a fungus tile. That's not what we want. Definitely not. Shook Road to, like, there. Still don't see anything there worth worrying about. You need a forest. And you need a forest. You need to heal. You stay in place. You're going to wait this turn. You're going to wait that turn. You're going to wait that turn. And then next turn we'll throw them all onto the transport. I just want to make sure they were all there. You should probably come and help fix that too. More fungus removal. See, the thing is about this eco damage, if it's being caused by just pure industry, dealing with the tree farm's not going to make the massive difference. We're still going to have massive eco damage. We haven't unlocked a building that just inherently lowers eco damage, just when that's its sole function. They do exist, we just haven't unlocked one yet. To the point where I'm tempted to just do that. I'm going to manually maybe control the tile production on this city, just to stop it from growing right now. And that way we don't have any drones. I guess I should talk a little bit about specialists. By default, they're doctors, but you have to have a certain size of city to get some of these. There are others, so say librarians and engineers, but they don't deal with psych issues. So people are still angry even though they're working. That's why doctors are the ones that tend to show up. Clear fungus.
Complete.
So this colony pod is doing a little bit of backfilling potentially. I think we have it come down here. Maybe, unless we want to just do... I don't think that's an appetizing prospect right now. I'm going to say no, we don't do it. At least not right this second right now. Maybe in the future. We're going to start having it move over to Future's Fulcrum, and then we'll kind of decide where it can go specifically from there. Oh my word, why are the believers everywhere and they're in the way? I just want to move my ship. But I certainly don't want to become super mega besties with Miriam, because that will not last. And next turn we should be able to move
Turn
our troop.
complete.
Really? The university just lost the city to the hive. How? How has that happened?
Production complete.
That's hilarious, but that should not have been able to happen. What on
Production
earth?
complete. Maximum population reached.
Yes, that's fine. We can do that. Let's get a hab complex then. We need something for happiness. Get a node. That'll do for now.
Production complete.
Research hospitals in place. Get a hab complex because you're at your cap as well. You'll probably want a tree farm. That's a pretty good
Production
place for
complete.
it.
Production complete.
Reformers are done, which is excellent. You'll want a tree farm. If you don't have a lot of forest, you will.
Production complete.
Command center is built at Freedman's Park. So we should probably do network node just for happiness. And then I guess we'll go tree farm, because we need to get some food out of this. This location's not a wonderful
Terraform
spot.
complete.
Then we need to remove fungus there for sure. And now we're going to start moving our troops over to our transport.
Cannot execute order.
Oh, it's already full. Yeah, it only holds 4. It's not 5. 5 is the movement. Stay in place. You're now going to get... Well, we've run out of names, so when you see Alpha Sector, that means the game has run out of thematic base names for us, so that's fine. Then we want to do the standard. Like that. Then you probably want to come back to Guild House, just so we have an extra piece of protection there. You're still blocked in every direction. Cool. Guess that's our only escape. Is this on a borehole, by the way? Okay, it is. I just look. You can't see it very easily, so I wonder if it's just standing on nothing. That's standing on nothing. But we need to get a borehole over there. Let's go over there. Get a backup sensor while we're here. Why not? You need a forest. That's fine. They'll be cranky temporarily, but it's not a big deal. So our smoothest way over here would be through Miriam's territory, but how cooperative is she going to be with that? We'll see. Speeder can just sit in place for now. We haven't seen much in the way of extra mind worms, which I'm very grateful for. We still have to start building the aesthetic values at some point. I haven't forgotten, I just don't have a great place to do
complete.
it.
Production complete.
What about here? Yeah, 21 turns,
Project
that's not bad.
initiated.
Until quite recently, spider silk had the highest tensile strength of any substance known to man, and the name silk steel pays homage to the arachnid for good reason. Commissioner Pravin Lal, UN Scientific Survey.
Perfect, so silk steel alloys, it's just a 4 defense unit. I don't use this a ton. The 3 resonance tends to be better in most situations, but 4's not unusable or anything. We still want to go explore. That's absolutely something we want to do. We might switch to Conquer just to
Production
make sure our
complete.
military tech can keep up.
Production complete.
You need a happiness-based building, 100%. Then we want to go into... So what's happening is we're kind of going through the tree farm
Maximum
phase,
population reached.
which I
Production
find happens
complete.
roughly this time of game a lot. Where you just stop doing anything else and it's just quickly build tree farms and have complexes immediately. So next colony pod is probably going to go where? We could put it here on the corner. We could put it here. Port Grace wouldn't have this tile if we settled here. Let's go do that. Let's go annoy Miriam a little bit.
Terraform complete.
So that road has been completed. We now want to build a road to Alpha Sector. That's a dangerous tile to go on, but why not? Let's give it a go. I've got troops in the area. You're pretty much fully healed. You got all your movement back, which is what I care about. But we don't need you over in the Hive's territory. We're going to bring you up here in case we get Mindworm pain. You still can't get home without constantly tagging things, I guess. Oopsie daisy. 4, 5, 6, 7. Get a forest here as well, please. And then we're going to get another sensor, so we have lots of protection against Miriam. Impact speeders, I guess we'll just put them in hammer and tongs for now. Colony pod at the drilling grounds. Do we want to backfill now? Probably not. I think we probably want to go the other side. So if we're settling there, then what? We want to settle, like, here? Something like that. Let's get it over there. Okay. So we're just going to keep our stack here just to protect against any fungal adventures our transport might run into. Hi, Lal. What would you like? Oh, he's obstinate now. He's not submissive anymore. I guess it's because his might isn't pathetic. No, I'm not giving you fusion power, but I will give you a loan. Do you have any tech that I would like? You do not. Not a huge surprise. We're best friends.
Production complete.
Just because he doesn't have enough land that's justifiable to me to take out, I'd rather just have him as an ally. Eventually he'll backstab us, every AI does, but it won't be anytime soon, because he's not strong enough. Skill fount. Not making any food, so guess what? Tree farm.
Production complete. Production complete.
Speeder, bio lab. You want a fusion lab? It'll take you quite a while to make, and you don't have... You just don't have any food in your volcanic location. I guess I'll get a command center.
Production complete. Production complete.
You have a hab complex, which means you need a happiness building, because look at you cranking away. Do we even have one you can build? Yep, network node. Weird when you're like, hey, happiness building is a network node, but that's what we use them for.
Production complete.
Improve that tile. You move over. Get rid of the fungus. The more fungus we can get rid of, the safer it is over here. So we want to keep plowing away at removing it. We got enough forest that it should start spreading by itself, hopefully. But yeah, we definitely want to get rid of as much of it as possible. We also want to construct a road to that tile. So let's start doing that. You get a sensor.
Complete. Pod recovered.
Oh, we got a clone. Okay. Free impact speeder. I'll take it. Where is that sea colony pod going, I wonder? Hard to say. But I'm not worried about it. You can sit in place. We need to come clear out the fungus. You can sit in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're doing a little bit of scouting at the same time here. We're not getting off the ship. We probably should have come with a defensive unit, but it's fine. You're going to stay in place.
Turn complete.
It's fine. More kelp. This is why I don't like getting involved. I mean, they won, but it's still risky. A lot of naval units. Miriam has a lot of naval units.
Maximum population reached.
That's fine.
Production complete. Maximum population reached. Production complete. Terraform complete.
Yeah, this is the building phase of the game, so there's just constant churn. We have so many bases that it's going to give us warnings constant that I need, otherwise I'll lose track on what's what, but still, we're going to hear it a lot. You can start automating fungus removal. We are slowly going to start turning our formers into automatic do work. You'll be probably pretty happy to know that. So, this one can probably automatic work too. I don't see anything we critically need to do. Okay, so we're going to do automatic fungus removal for you as well. You are a fungus tile, so let's fix that. And you've run out of tiles to improve, so this guild house sea former now has nothing to do. So we're going to send it to Welder's Shipyard. have it support from here. Then do the exact same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's funny that our transport has more movement than our main ships, but it's because we haven't upgraded them yet. We haven't needed to.
Turn complete.
More forest. Oh no! That's quite rude. Okay. It took out my
Production
unit sitting
complete.
there. That's very rude. In
Maximum
fact.
population reached. Production complete. Production complete.
We'll have to build something else to put in that gap. If a mine worm gets in, it loses the population per unit that gets in there. So it's not catastrophically bad, but you still don't want it to happen. We also need to do some pruning of units. I'll probably do that between episodes. I don't remember how long this episode's gone on for. So we'll play it for a little bit longer.
Production complete. Production complete. Production complete.
You're going to sit in
Terraform
place.
complete.
Before I forget, cancel orders for a moment. You're going to sit in there so that this guy doesn't get a freebie.
Request confirmation.
And then you're going to get... Oh my word, there's way too many troops in here. Just get that built, please. We have an aquifer built, so we get to see it just roll all the way down. It's very pretty. We knew we were going to get a lot of river tiles out of this, so it's definitely worth doing. They're still not exactly a jamboree of tile efficiency, but at least we can get something out of this. Maybe. We'll have to see. But yeah, at least we have a river on the go. You can't build an aquifer adjacent to another aquifer, otherwise you just have rivers everywhere. So that's why you don't see them, all of them. You don't see the AIs made any of them either. They might not have the tech for it, but we certainly did. Okay, so we want to build something to help.
Invalid
with food.
terraform command.
We can't build it in a lot of places because a lot of these tiles are rocky. That one's just flat though, so we can build a forest on that tile. Clear fungus. I think you want to go on automate clear fungus as well. Don't see anything spawning as a mind
Terraform
worm.
complete.
Okay, you are now going to be supported from this base, and you're going to start auto-improving. Again, we're just trying to speed the game a bit because you can get micromanagement hell, which I don't mind doing, but I'm sure you don't really want to watch. It's a balancing act. So get you over to Hammer and Tongs. We should probably have a road between Guildhouse and Hammer and Tongs, maybe. Probably would be a good idea. We'll move some of them over to Freedman's Park too. You're going to get your backup sensor in there. Then our transport can be... You can't even walk through with a transport, which is silly. Okay, so we have nothing here that should be scary. There's a university battleship. Or Chaos Cruiser. That's pretty dangerous. Got 8 attack. We don't have anything with an 8 attack. 1... Now, where do I want to land? Because I don't want to really land here, because that's where all the chaos is going on. Do I land up here? Maybe we'll wait a turn and try and go down there. Yeah, I'm not going to put them down. I am going to sit on the same tile, though, for protection. Yeah, there's nothing there to worry about.
Turn complete.
Children's Crash has a major population surge, so it got to the pop boom stage.
Combat report.
And that Isle of Deep kicked the bucket
Production complete.
on our worker unit, which is excellent. Aqua farm built, get a wreck commons, and you definitely need a tree farm.
Production
100%.
complete.
Tree farm built. So yeah, now this is a very well balanced city, common ground. 6 food, 11 production, 11 energy. And guess what? We're going to go for more. Go
Maximum
on,
population reached.
Fossil fuels in the last century reached their extreme prices because of their inherent utility. They pack a great deal of potential energy into an extremely efficient package. If we can but sidestep the 100 million year production process, we can corner this market once again. CEO Nwabuduke Morgan, strategy session.
This tech's not super important. We already have chaos guns potentially in our arsenal, which are 8 attacks, so the missile launcher is legitimately useless. Fungicide tanks, you just put on terraforming units and it means they can clear fungus at double the speed. That's fine. It's the techs that you get to with this that matter, and it's doctrine air power. So we have doctrine flexibility already. We've had it for a while. We now have synthetic fossil fuels. It means the next tech we get could be doctrine air power. And this is the tech that, in my opinion, starts to kind of... I'm not going to say ruin the game, but it changes it in a way that I don't like. So right now, we've not had to do really any combat, but you've seen all the crust of having to get a transport unit, put your other troops in it, and then move them across the sea. And if we'd been unlucky and our transport was shot down, we'd lose all our troops. We've seen that with the Isle of Deep all the time. The problem is needle jets change that frustration out, and typically they trade it for a different frustration. With doctrine air power and needle jets, it becomes a case almost always of who has the most air units wins, because they're overpowered as all hell. We're going to see it in the fairly near future. I'll talk about it more at the time, but just bear that in mind. I don't need to see the new units. That is expensive. We're not doing that. That's a bit less expensive.
Maximum population reached. Production complete. Production complete. Golden Age begun.
And now we're into Golden Ages. So if we look at this base, for example, it may look pretty normal, but it has more inherent talents than workers. It has no drones at all, and it can't even produce any. So it's now getting super happy and more productive.
Production complete.
And you've run out of things to do as well at Guild House, haven't you? So what we're going to do is we're going to have you go all the way out to Coral Warehouse, and then we're going to do the trick again where you auto-improve that base.
Terraform complete.
I'm not going to put... I don't need to put a forest there, it'll spread there by itself. What I am thinking about doing is... Yeah, we're going to do roads, and we're going to do automatic construct road to here. And hopefully it'll be smart enough to do it. We shall see. Get the forest back up there. Thank you. And then this tile. It's flat and arid, which is terrible. But at least it can get something with food going on. So if we do farm solar road, it'll have 1 food and 4 energy. So it's not amazing as a tile. But it's better than a kick in the trousers. Still cool we've got such a long river. This looks silly with it being adjacent to the sea, but what are you going to do?
Request confirmation.
That's expensive, but I'm going to do it. Because right now it has nothing of any substance to end with, so we'll definitely do that. These roves, I think I'm just going to have hang around in some of these cities now, just because this tower could produce all kinds of grossness. And we will get around to dealing with it eventually, but again, we'd rather just bombard it. So that's what we'll do in a little bit. You are at Assembly Hall, so what I'm going to tell you to do is just auto-improve Assembly Hall now, please. It's funny how my formers keep making that move, but my infantry keeps failing every single time to make that one step. My units are not amphibious, so we won't be able to attack the city straight out of the gate, but what we can do is, first of all, check, are there any units in here? Yeah, there's 1 of them. And then what we're going to do, because he only has 1 movement, is we're going to come out and sit here. We're going to disembark, we're going to disembark, we're going to disembark. My transport is then going to bravely run away. Get you back to Hammer and Tongs, please. And just to make sure they don't come out, I'm going to shoot them. We only have 1 move. So it took us 1 move to get out, so we only have 1 move left. So we're going to wait Can we get this back without upsetting everybody? Still want to
Turn
wait.
complete.
More kelp. Now the university is shooting at the hive with their chaos weaponry, so that'll do a lot more damage.
Production complete.
Biolab is built. Excellent. Just more free science. Get a rec commons in, because we are now in the drone, definitely in our drone phase, that is for sure. We're getting a lot of drones. And we want to do a hab complex. Do we want a tree farm here? It's not really worth it. Although this city is weird. It was, what, our second one ever, and it's just felt horribly, like, just ignored. We just done nothing with it. We're going to have to, between episodes, think of a plan for that. But, yeah, it's got... Maybe we'll just get it a C former so we can try and improve those tiles adjacent to it. Do something with it.
Production complete.
You got your unit back. Get a rec commons because you still have some crank. Then you can get your hab complex.
Production complete.
The game's not smart enough. If you have the hab complex queued, even if you're building it and you still can build, increase your population with it, it'll still keep telling you. It's like, yes, I know.
Terraform complete.
I'm working on it. Okay, this former, you're not really doing anything important. Let's go over to power grid and try and improve some things. I think the plan here might be an echelon mirror. Let's go up there and take a look, see what scope we have. That gives you 1 energy to all adjacent solar panels. I don't think we built one yet either, which is weird. Get your farm solar road back there, please. Finally move across. More anti-fungus, please. It's okay. Keep moving. Move back to hammer and tongs, please. And then, in terms of speeders... Hi, Yang. You'll finally talk to us now we have troops by you. We are not giving you fusion power. He would truce out, but I don't see the point of that. He'll send me money to peace out. I'm just going to say no. I was hoping he might just capitulate immediately. He did not. I still don't know how he took this. He's renamed it, by the way. That's why we can't tell it was taken, but... How did the university lose a city against the hive? The hive has nothing going on. What we want to do is we want to take our artillery and shoot it first. And then okay, so we have 2 artillery, so we don't want to shoot with that one. Why did he settle it not on the coast? This is a terrible city location, for the record. We still want to keep shooting his city, though, because it makes it easier for us to take out. We want to... I'm going to sit there for now, because I don't want to antagonize anybody. 36-7. We like those odds. We won a battle. 178 turns in. We won a battle. The hive won 152 turns in. So, I mean, that speaks volumes, doesn't it? 320-7. I like those odds. And we have a city. So we seized Chairman's Borough. 17 energy credits have been diverted from local nets. So 2278, we took our first city. The crazy thing about this game, Chairman Yang achieved the first planetary conquest in 2272. That was against the university. So it was 172 turns before anybody took a city off anybody else. That is not normal for a game of Alpha Centauri. That is very strange. But given that we've
complete.
Actually accomplished something, I think this is a good place to put an end in the video. So if you did enjoy watching the conquest of crusty old game, give it the old like and subscribe, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.